Okay, so how do we do it? How do we do this question? They're asking us for the right triangle below, find x. So I want to find this x right here. Notice this is a right triangle, isn't it? It's got a right angle, 90-degree angle in the corner. Well, that's the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem says that for any right triangle, if you have a right triangle, a squared plus b squared is c squared. This is from the notes. This is the exam 2 notes at the top of the unit 2 module. So, and the important thing in using the Pythagorean theorem is that the C, which is the one across from the right angle, that side has to be alone. The other two, A and B, can be switched around. It doesn't matter as long as the C, the side across from the right angle, is alone. So let's come back to it. So looking at this question here, so the most important thing is to first identify which side is the C. Well, the C is this side right here because that's across from the right angle. Are we good there? This side here, well, that's not a very nice line. This side here is our C, isn't it? Because that's the side, that's the longest side. Notice how that side's longer than the other two because it's the side across from the right angle. It's what we call the hypotenuse. That's the official name. You probably heard of that. So the hypotenuse is the side across from the right angle in a right triangle. It's the longest side. And when you write the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared is c squared, that's the one that goes alone because it's bigger. The other two squared add up to equal it squared because it's bigger. The other two, it doesn't matter what order. I'll call one of these is the A, the other's the B. You could totally switch up. You could put the 8 first, then the X. It doesn't really matter what order the A and the B are in. They're just added. Who cares? But you've got to make sure you know which one is the C. That's got to be on the right side alone. It's the biggest. The other two squared add up to equal it squared. Okay, now we just solve for X. So 8 squared, 8 times 8 is 64, 9 times 9 is 81. How do we finish solving for X? I think you know, subtract 64 from both sides. And boom, boom. And we get X squared equals, what's that there? I think that's, use your calculator, 17, at least on mine, 17. And then root it. Hit the buttons on your calculator. On mine, I'm getting 4.123. It wants 2 decimal places, so you just cut it right there. So 4.12. Right, that 3 is less than 5. If that 3 was 5 or more, I'd round up. So 4.12. There we go.